Alright, if you have no idea what's happening, I'd be surprised because this game has been out for 5 years. Technically it's been out for 4 years, but also Google and Steam say two different things. Let's just say it's been 5 years and most if not all people who end up watching this has more hours than me. Back on track. This is what happens when you stack dodge, and it's absolutely hilarious. Now, if you only get your dodge from boons, then you can only really get about 15% dodge chance on average. But when it comes to stacking dodge, getting it from Hermes isn't the only option. In comes the main weapon for this entire build, Malphon, or Zagfist if you want to be more accurate but sound worse. Yeah, the starting gauntlets have dodge chance as an upgrade, which means this will be your main weapon for this build. It maxes out at 15% dodge chance, which means you can actually dodge at the start of the game. You add greater evasion if you get it, and you'll have a 25% dodge chance at minimum, which is not bad. Being able to dodge 1 out of 4 attacks might not sound that great, but it becomes a nice little safety net. If you're lucky, you might dodge more, and if you're me, it's going to proc 7 attacks in, which is tragically funny. There's also Second Wind, which gives you 30% movement speed and dodge chance after a call, but I never actually pick it up. Mostly because I keep forgetting about the calls. I end up using them on max charge, and my usuals of Poseidon, Artemis, and Aphrodite on call aren't really the best pairing. Poseidon gives you 7 seconds of invincibility, and I use Artemis and Aphrodite to finish off bosses, so yeah, this isn't really going to do much for me. Finally, we have keepsakes, and well, there's really only one option, and no surprise, it's Hermes' Lambent Plume. It gives you 1% dodge chance every time you quickly clear an encounter, 1.2% dodge chance at 3 stars, or max level trinket. And if you are like me when I first started and don't know what exactly Hermes considers as quickly, there's a little timer under the plume to show you how much time you have left. When that timer runs out, you won't get the dodge chance. This thing can get over 35% dodge chance, but that's with me cheating, so let's drop it down a bit to roughly 20%. Though I will say, if you start the game with Lambent Plume, you're good enough at the game and have decent boons from RNG, then over to 35% chance is definitely possible, just not very easy, or likely. If you end up getting everything that is almost 100% dodge chance after call, it essentially just makes you immortal, and it's amazing. Oh, by the way, complete side note, the gauntlets being the main weapon fits this joke a bit too well. You are a hand-to-hand fighter with the potential to shoot kinetic blasts with a special move that is a giant laser beam. Kinetic launcher is essentially a generic ki blast, and if you use Demeter, you have access to a beam that you can color using the different gods' flourishes.